Yeah, I moved again after living at the place you saw there. The few videos that I put up, I lived there for 2 months. 10 days after we moved in, we were told that we had to move because their parents, the people upstairs that we rented the basement suite from, said that their parents were moving into the basement suite to take care of their children. And that was 10 days after we moved in. And I'm calling bullshit on that, and I'm going to tell you why. Because for the first week and a half, they were doing some of the synchronized noise. Like when I first wake up, they do the bang above my head, right? You've heard me talk about that in other videos, right? So I wake up, 3 seconds later, bang, right? They've been doing that to me for like 6 years, right? And after about a week or a week and a half of living there, they just stopped doing it, eh? It just stopped. For the first time in 6 years, when I wake up, I wasn't getting a thud above my head or someone, a noise from the people on top of me, like a stomp, a thud, dropping something, always a noise, eh? Like 3 seconds after I wake up. And just stopped, eh? So for about a month and a half there, I didn't get any noise. I wasn't getting any harassment, and my guess is that they didn't want to participate in it, eh? And that's why we had to move, eh? Because they didn't want to participate in it. They didn't want to watch. They didn't want to make the noise like when I first wake up. They didn't want to do the harassment, eh? So we have to move, eh? Because of that. And now we moved to this new place here, eh? So. And basically for the first time in 6 years, I didn't get the noise harassment when I first wake up. I call it synchronized noise harassment. It's when I 2 to 5 seconds after I wake up, it's like a stomp or a thud or even like a tap right above my head, eh? And it's every day almost, eh? 9 out of 10 times I'm waking up, I'm getting that, eh? And then I've tested it out many times, and I've explained this in other videos. I've tested it out to where I will be awake, but I'll pretend I'm asleep, and I won't move a muscle. Like I have awakened, but I'm still like laying there. I haven't moved a muscle, and I'll just lay there and keep my eyes closed and pretend I'm asleep, and I'll lay there for 10-20 minutes wide awake but pretending I'm asleep. And right when I pretend like I'm waking up, like I'm like, oh, you start shifting around like you're getting up and stuff. A couple seconds after, bang, right? And during that time when I'm pretending I'm asleep, not a noise, eh? And I've tested that out over the years, maybe 30 or 40 times, eh? Probably even more. So what happens is that when I wake up, right, like 1 second after I wake up, my brain thinks, okay, here comes the noise, right? Here comes the noise harassment to let me know that they can watch and listen to me in my house. And that's how they let me know, eh? So they basically got somebody watching me sleeping, waiting for me to wake up, and then they do the noise, eh? Like the thud, the tap, the bang. And that's real, and it's been going on for 6 years. So at this last place we were living at, for a month and a half, in the first time in 6 years, they didn't do it. So I was relieved of that. I had relief from that for the first time in a year and a half, or for a month and a half. For the first time in 6 years, I had relief from that. But now we have to move, eh? 10 days after we move in, we're told that we have to move because their parents are coming in, when it's all about they didn't want to participate in it, eh? That's what it was. They didn't want to do it. The people living on top of us, the last place, they did it for about a week there, maybe a week and a half. Probably about a week and a half they did it, and it just stopped, eh? It just stopped because I don't think they wanted to do it. Some people, I can see some people not wanting to do that, right? They had like 3 kids up there too, right? And they're like, look, we can't do this, eh? We have kids here, and we don't want to do it. And then they're told, well, you have to kick them out then, eh? So they tell us 10 days after we move in, our parents are moving to the basement to take care of our children. It's all bullshit, and I know it is. So now I'm moving at this place, and it started up again. I've had 2 sleeps here, and they're doing it here now, eh? So it has begun again. So yeah, again, I got a month and a half relief from it, and for the first time in 6 years, and now it started up again. So yeah, that's what's been going on here, eh? And again, I could pretty much put up with anything, eh? But they like doing that to me, eh? They like paying people to watch me sleep, and then again, just waiting, probably with a button or whatever, right? Just waiting, watching me sleeping like a gargoyle or something, eh? You know, just watching me sleep, and just waiting for me to wake up so they can make that noise, eh? And again, they've been doing that to me for 6 fucking years, eh? Non-stop, except for the last month and a half. So that's the harassment that I deal with, eh? That's what I'm dealing with. They just do it every day almost, 9 out of 10 times, just non-stop for years, eh? Years and years and years, trying to break me psychologically, trying to drive me crazy. And again, you've heard me say this in other videos, right? You've heard me talk about this, especially some of my earlier videos. You've heard me talk about this, what they're doing, eh? And it doesn't matter where I move, it's the same, right? Except the last place, they didn't do it. They did it for the first week and a half, probably about, for first week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, and then it just boom, it just stopped. And so I was waking up, and I was like, hey, no noise. I'm like, what's going on here, eh? And that's what happened. But they stopped doing it. But unfortunately, now we have to move, right? So right about the time they stopped it, we're told that we have to move because their parents are moving into the basement suite to take care of their children upstairs. When I know the real truth is that we're told to move because they don't want to participate in it, so they can set up another house for us, say that we'll participate in it, because they didn't want to. So they're like, look, we can't do this. The people that were living on top of us, we can't do this. We don't want to do this for whatever reason. They couldn't do it. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want to have any part in it. And they're told, look, if you can't do it, you need to kick them out. You need to tell them that they need to move. Just come up with an excuse. Say your parents are moving into the basement suite, and now you have to move. 10 days after we move in, eh? 10 days after we move in, right around the time when the noise, the synchronized noise harassment when I wake up stopped. So yeah, that's what happened, eh? So yeah, back to this place here. They've already been at the house. I know they've already set this place up before I actually moved in, eh? It's already been set up. It's been bugged up. There's probably pinhole cameras, who knows where. So they got their instruments to listen to me through the drive walls or whatever they got, okay? They're watching me and they're listening to me in my house. I've had two sleeps here, and every time I wake up, this is what I hear: click, 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 like a clicking noise now. It's like a click. It's I wake up, and 3 seconds after I wake up, click, like a click. And sometimes I'll wake up 2 times in a night, and I only woke up once, like when I woke up around like maybe 8 o'clock in the morning, and right when I woke up, maybe about 3 to 5 seconds after, click. It's just a clicking noise, eh? And the night before that, it was I woke up twice during my sleep, and the first time I wake up, click, and then the second time I wake up, click again, eh? And the second time that I woke up, right when I woke up, 1 second after I woke up, I'm like, my mind is telling me you're gonna hear that click, and like seconds after I wake up, I hear the click. I'm like, oh, they're doing it here. And so they're doing the same thing here, right? They're harassing me like that. They set up this place for us, and it's just a smorgasbord of harassment on me, eh? A smorgasbord of harassment. I have a feeling that they have actually, I have an old camcorder set up in my house, and when I put a bug detector to it, the bug detector goes off just a little bit, eh? So I'm guessing that they did something to the camcorder that I have set up in my house, which is basically have it trained on me while I'm sleeping, eh? So I turn it on when I go to sleep, and my guess is, and there's a fair chance in that, is that they've somehow put a camera in the camera, or they can watch me through that camera, eh? But the camera, it's an older camcorder, but it doesn't have any Bluetooth or any Wi-Fi capabilities, right? Not in the menu. It has no Bluetooth or Wi-Fi capabilities. And yet, when I put a bug detector up to it, it goes off just a little bit, eh? Like when I put it like right on it, like the antenna, when I put it right on the camera, like touch the camera, it goes off a bit, eh? So that's a radio frequency detector, and it goes off, eh? So there's a chance that they're watching me actually through my camera, but again, the camera's not hooked up to any Wi-Fi, it's not hooked up to any internet, it doesn't have any Bluetooth capabilities. So I don't know, right? I'm just telling the viewer this, right? If there's a fair chance that they're watching me through that camera, eh? You've seen it in other videos, be checking it before I leave my house and stuff, right? I really need to set up a better camera system, which is probably what I'll be doing in the next couple of weeks here. I really need to get on that, eh? Sometimes I get a little lazy when it comes to that stuff, eh? When it comes to trying to protect myself better. This is a ward that I'm in, eh? I'm outnumbered heavily. This is many on one and heavily financed, eh? Right? Lots of money, lots of people, paying people off, slandering my name. Groups of people doing it, making up lies about me, paying off neighbors, paying off the people upstairs, and always people, I don't know how much they pay them, right? Telling them bad things about me so they'll go along with it, plus they pay them. Take better measures to protect myself, right? I mean, I do, right? You've seen some of the things I do. For instance, I padlock the door shut from the inside, right? That's one of the things I do. I'm now at the process of the locks on the windows. I have to do things to the locks on the windows so that they try not to make them open the windows, right? And there's ways you can get through those vinyl windows. For instance, they got two air vents in the top and the bottom, and with the right tools and the right determination, someone could get in that way, right? Of course, I got the spin locks on them and stuff too, right? But at the last place, I just stopped going for walks. The only time I leave the house, basically, for the last month, or probably the last month I was living there, the only time I leave the house is basically to go out to the car to go somewhere, and they were always setting something up. They started doing bangs, see some predictions being made, and me predicting it, because they were doing fireworks outside my house, like when I would come home and stuff, and when I leave the house, and they were just blasting air horns and stuff. I've seen people walk by. I haven't seen anything, right? But like I said, I just moved in two days ago, so give it like a week, give it a couple days, right? And we'll see what happens, right? The only thing I've seen is that white car across the street there. It's happened 3 or 4 times now to when I come out to the car. I went up to the car today and they set it up, right? I'm not saying for sure, but we're going to see in the future here, right? So we're going to see. Again, I just moved in 2 days ago, so it sometimes takes them a little while to set it up, right? To get the slander going and to get the neighbors on board. So expect that, eh? Yeah. Smells like beer out here now. Alright, leaving out here. See if the neighbors do anything. I knew it. That's always the white truck, eh? Right there. Yeah. So they're the ones that are doing it. Yeah, I knew it. They didn't do it yesterday, but they did it right there. See how they walk back, so I see it? See that? Yeah. Yeah, whatever. So I'm going out for a walk here. I'm going to the store. I went out for a walk last night. I told you what's going on here. I went across the street there and see if get anything here. Let's see. Right here. Let's watch. Probably just a coincidence. And we'll see. It's all going to add up. It always does. Probably a coincidence, that one. Who keeps fucking closing this? I thought you said he had Telus. It says he has Rogers there. The car's starting. We'll see. This one, when we come home, calling it out. Here, so they're starting to do it now, eh? See that? Yeah, that's good. So you saw when I came out how this guy was here, and then when I come, I thought it was going to be this guy across the street here, but it was this one instead here. So you go. Well, they're starting to get it timed now, eh? I've lived in here for 5 days now, so oops. Look at this. It's in my fucking house. It's in the lock. Smoky out here, eh? I got the white people waiting here. See them right there, waiting there in the white truck. They always do this. See, right there. See, you see how he's playing with his lights there? You know how many times they've done this to me? It's like about a 70% chance, eh? So see, they're just waiting there. They're constantly doing this, eh? It's like about since I left the house, which is probably 5 times since I moved in here, 70% chance, eh? Yeah. So he's just sitting there waiting for me, eh? Yeah. Lock the door. Let's see. I haven't been out in the car in it's been about 5 or 6 days. See if we can cross the way here. I'm getting the guy drive with it, give him to go ahead of me here, eh? That's why. Well, yeah, there they are. Let's see what we get here. Let's see. See if we get something here. See, have a look. Right here, right here. Watch, 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 watch. See, right there. You see? It wasn't the people across the street, it was them this time. You see how it's time like this? You see the smirk? You see how they time that there?
Yeah.
Do it all the time when I leave the house. Every single time.
Right.
I haven't been.
Don't care, don't want to hear about it.
No, because the house is bugged. It's gonna be these ones here though, across the street here, right here. Yeah, so you see that? I don't know how well you can see that there. You see the car coming up here. I came out yesterday. The house right beside me. I'll show you that there. See that? I'm gonna go ask if the guy next door there, right there. I'm gonna go ask if he knows who that car is, eh? Because I'm gonna say he doesn't. I'm gonna say he doesn't. I don't know. We're gonna go find out right now. So here we go. I'm gonna say this guy next door because it was right here. I'm gonna say he doesn't know who that. Oh wait, is that it there? Find out right now. Is that it? Oh, it is too, eh? There we go. Look at her. See, when I come out, she's doing it again. Because they expect me to, they know I'm going to come out and show this, eh? Right here. Let's just watch this. They know I'm going to show this. You see what they're doing here? They're doing it again. Fuck. You see this? Yeah, right here, eh? See the look on her face? The demonic look. Let's watch this. Let's see what they do here, eh? I'm not going to stand there and just stare at them. But they know I'm going to actually come out and they know I'm going to come out and do this right now. You see how they time that, though? Because they're told to do that, eh? They're told to look on their face. Demonic, eh? Just watch, just watch, just watch. They're told to do this, eh? See this guy? Look on their face? Yeah, they're part of it. They're 100% part of it. They've been told shit. I want them to hear me say that. That's why I say it out loud. And then you can see the look on their faces, eh? So you see how they time that, eh? Again, eh? You think that's a coincidence? Like, right down to the second, right? It's always down to the second. Always down to the second. Look at this, eh? Yeah. Let's watch this shit. Let's watch it. Right down to the second. You think that's a coincidence? Because this has been going on since 2012, eh? And before that, it didn't happen like this. I would have noticed it, eh? This is the same shit, eh? Same fucking shit. I just knew it, the look, right? Again, I'm not talking that loud, like, I'm not talking that loud, I'm not talking so loud that they can hear me, eh? So, the guy that lives here is white, eh? The guy that owns this place, he's a Caucasian guy, so I'm guessing that these people here are most likely renting the basement suite, eh? And, this is the same car that came in yesterday. I was actually going to come out and ask them if they know this car here, eh? Because I don't recall seeing it before. And, that's the same license plate and the same vehicle as when I came out yesterday. I was going to knock on this guy's door. Well, you heard me say it there, right? You heard me say, I showed you the video. I was going to come knock on this guy's door and ask him if he knew that car, eh? And right when I come out here, you see how they time it there? Because they can see me in my house and what I'm saying. I'm literally like saying, I'm saying I'm going to go to the neighbors next door to ask them if they know that car. I was telling someone in my house, I'm putting this on my laptop. I never come outside with my laptop, So I'm saying this, and I'm taking my laptop out the front door, and they know I'm gonna go over here and say this, so they come out and they time it to let me see it. That ain't no joke. This is the kind of stuff they do. You see how it's timed with precision. Like right down to the second, not 30 seconds after, not 30 minutes before. It's not like I'm coming out here and they're already walking. Right when I stand here, 2 seconds later they open the garage door. Right? You see that? This is what they do to me, all the time, This is not a one-time thing, This is not like a one-off thing, right? It's all the time, This kind of shit, These coincidences, all the time, For over, let's see, since 2012, right? So over 10 years, 10 years of this non-stop, This kind of shit, just constantly doing it. And before I came out here, they probably had I would guess, 20-minute warning, because you see the image on here. I was taking the image off my memory card, put it on my computer, telling the person that I'm going to go next door and show them this and ask if they know who this is, And you saw me come out here, and that was about 20 minutes before I actually did it. I come out the door. I show you outside my front doorstep. I come out here, and seconds after, they fucking show me that she actually lives here. They show me that. So now I don't even have to go knock on this guy's door. They showed me. That's funny though, This is what they do, This is what they do. You got that recorded there. Alright, so I just you saw me come out here 2 seconds ago. I walked in, put my laptop down. They watch and listen to me in my house to play these games on me, these weird mental games, these schizophrenic mind games on me, So watch here. Please pull it in right where I live. Yeah. He's pulling in where I live. See if anything happens here. This is how they do it. He's just anyone gonna get in or out of this car actually. Let's see. Yeah. These are the people I guess that live on top of. I've only met the one younger guy. He must be in his late 20s or early 30s. Let's see, on his phone there, right? I guess he didn't want to do it in his car. We'll see if, again, I'm not saying there's anything to this, but oh yeah, that guy, the guy in the, I met him once. Again, he on his phone there. See if he has a look behind him here. See if he turns around and has a look. Probably recorded me there, right? There's a good chance. See if he tucks his phone in here. He'll put his phone away in a second here. Right there. See, told you. Because he was recording me, most likely. See how his phone goes in right there? See? You see? Just like I said, right? Because they record you like that. They pretend that they pretend they're on their phone, and then they do that, right? They come by and they have the phone to the ear, and they come by and then they record you, right? That's what they do. Right? As you saw there, I predicted it, right? I mean, could it be a coincidence? Sure, it could be, but it happens all the time, just like that, just like you see there, right?